Hello, welcome to another standard matchup. I'm playing White Weenie, and my opponent is the green-red ramp deck, featuring Domri Raid, Holocranos, Elvish Mystic, Sylvan Caryatid, things like that. Like the green-red ramp deck. So this is our opener, pretty decent. We've got Soldier of the Pantheon, Judge's Familiar, Banisher Priest, Daring Skyjet, and the Precinct Captain. So quite a nice curve, couple of planes. Seems like a pretty good hand. Fortunately we're not on the player, but opponent's just left off with the Scryland, so it's not too bad for us. Opponent drops the Caryatid, I assume that's how you say that, I have no idea. But yeah, this is a bit of a problem for us. It's kind of stalls our aggressiveness, which is pretty annoying. I can play out the Skyjet here, which is probably what I'm going to do. I could play the Precinct Captain out, but it's not going to be able to get through the Caryatid, and also this is probably better in the long run, whereas Skyjet gets considerably worse in the longer game. So I feel like that's the card I want to play at this moment in time. Could also play the Judge's Familiar, I suppose, but it's not really maximum. Plays out two Elvish Mystics. I played Precinct Captain before combat. There's no particular reason for that. I probably should have. I think it was just that I was thinking about whether I should be attacking or not, and I thought about it, and I thought in the end that the right thing to do here is attack. I mean, if he wants to give up both his Elvish Mystics for my guys, it's not an ideal situation, but it does mean he's not ramping particularly hard. And I got the feeling that he probably wants to use the mana from these Mystics to play his bigger spells. So we end up losing a Skyjack, but we do reduce his ramp a little bit there. I don't know, maybe there's an argument for not attacking there. Did get in 2 extra points of damage though, so it's debatable probably. Here we're going to be able to use the Banisher Priest to get rid of his Holocranos, or however you want to pronounce that, and I'm going to attack for 5. Getting a Soldier token from the Precinct Captain, putting my opponent down to 13. Opponent's going to run out of Rampager, which is a bit of a problem. We'll be able to play out a Captain and a Skyjack, but unfortunately we don't really have a favourable attack. I could have attacked with all my guys, obviously keeping back the Banisher Priest, but it's only going to get me in 3 damage, and I'm going to lose probably the Precinct Captain, so it's not really worthwhile. Oh, actually, we should have attacked with a Soldier. I forgot they had protection from multicoloured, so yeah, we should have attacked with the Soldier. He couldn't have blocked. So we missed a couple of points of damage there, so that's something I didn't actually pick up on when I was playing. Yeah, protection from multicoloured. So that would have been unblockable there, so missed a trick there. Don't know that it will come back to bite me or not. So he plays Domri Raid, kills off the Banisher Priest, gets his Holocranos back, and drops an Elvish Mystic. So pretty bad for us, all in all. I'm going to be able to hit the Dom with our Judge's Familiar, but not really a whole lot else we can do here. Plays another Domri, and then fights away the Judge's Familiar, which is again pretty bad for us. We've lost our only way to attack, and we are kind of holding him off, but it's not really an ideal situation. What I'm really looking for here is to get a Brave the Elements. It's so good in this matchup. Brave the Elements, name green, is basically just win here. So I think we've actually got exactly 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, yeah, we've got exactly lethal on board with white creatures. So Brave the Elements just wins us the game if we happen to draw it. And really that's what I'm looking to do here, because I'm not sure what else we can do. So, drawn to the Banisher Priest. Didn't know whether it was worth playing. try and get rid of the Polychronus. I forgot the Monstrous was an instantaneous ability, so he's actually going to activate the Polychronus. This is a Monstrous ability and kill the Banisher Priest. Unfortunately it doesn't work like Oblivion Ring or whatever, so we didn't get to exile that permanently. So, pretty bad situation. He's got a 7/7. Decides to attack with his Rampager. I can tell that something's up. I could have blocked with all my Precinct Captains, which actually would have worked out here, as what he's actually going to do is to use the Stow ability of Boon Satyr with 4/2. So had I blocked with all the Captains, I wouldn't have taken 8 there, and I would have been able to kill off his Rampager. Thing is, the risk seemed a bit too big, and what I thought he might do is Blood Rush with another Rampager onto this Rampager, and then we would have just been completely blown out if we'd triple blocked with the Precinct Captains. But yeah, so we're going to take 8 there, which is pretty bad news. We can get hit for 7 here. Again, not much going on. We're just hoping to pick up the Brave the Elements, but we're definitely losing out here. Front place kills off one of our Precinct Captains, which means his attacks are much more favourable. I think he could afford to be more aggressive at this stage, but more reserved. So yeah, we go down to 1. Unfortunately we draw a Spear of Heliod. Would have been potentially nice a little bit earlier, but this stage it's too late. We're down on 1 and we can't attack through all these creatures that he's got to get the win. So yeah, a top deck Brave the Elements would have got us there. Fortunately it wasn't coming, and we end up losing this one. So have to go on to game 2. So we're going to be on the play here. Here's our hand. We've got double Sacred Foundry, a Temple of Triumph, Muta Vault, Brave the Elements, Soldier of the Pantheon, and a Daring Skyjack. It's not the most exciting of hands, but Soldier into Muta Vault, dropping the Skyjack, means we're going to have 3 creatures to give the Italian ability. So it's pretty aggressive, and our opponent doesn't have much going on, then I'll do pretty nicely. Opponent drops a Scryland, and play our Muta Vault, attack for 2, and drop the Skyjack. Fortunately our opponent doesn't have a drop on turn 2, so we're going to be able to get in for 7 here, and our opponent down to 11. Do the same again. Our opponent doesn't have a play, and if you did have any surprises, do have Brave the Elements here, which possibly not any of those. So play Scryland and bottom that Skyjack, seems that we don't particularly need it. I imagine we're probably just going to win here. He's on 4. I've got Brave the Elements. I don't even need it actually, because we can just deal 4 with the cards we've got in play. So activate Muta Vault, attack with everything. He can only block 1 creature, and he's going to take 5. So yeah, that was a nice quick win, and it's how we really want to see our games going, particularly on the play against this deck. Just super fast, and can't get anything out early, then they're just going to be dead. That's how you need it to be, because once it gets to the late game, their creatures are just outmatching yours by a long way, and you really don't want that. So go on to game 3. Yeah, decent hand. We've got Soldier of the Pantheon, Precinct Captain, Banisher Priest, Brave the Elements, which are race matchup. So good. So opponent just leads off with the Forest. We can play our Soldier out. It's going to play a Colonian Tusker, which is, yeah, definitely pretty annoying. Like I say, their creatures can certainly outmatch yours, which is a problem. Fortunately, we've got the Spear of Heliod in and the Precinct Captain, so that's going to be able to attack favourably into this Tusker. So it's not going to be too much of a problem. Equally, we could banish a priest it if that's what we feel like doing. I think I just play at the Spear here. Don't know if it would have been better just to use the Banisher Priest instead. I think the reason I played out of Spear is because I did think there might be a trick coming. I was thinking maybe he had the Boon Satyr, which I believe it turns out he did. Still going to attack in here with both my guys. I mean, Boon Satyr still trades at best, so I'm happy with that if that's how he wants to play. So I'm going to attack for 6 here. Need to be aggressive. And also with this Brave the Elements, if we can get him low enough, he's going to be in a really bad position. So he did drop the Boon Satyr. He didn't block, which kind of makes sense, I suppose, in a way. But at the same time, it's really good for us because he's now on 12 and we've got 8 power on the board already with a Banisher Priest in hand, so we're looking pretty good. Opponent passes. Again, I think I smell something up. I think I immediately thought what he was going to do is use Nykthos to use the bestow ability of another Boon Satyr on one of his creatures, and then I tried to figure out whether we needed to do something about that or not. Unfortunately, Precinct Captain wouldn't be able to do much against that, so, and I don't want to use my Brave the Elements just to save a Precinct Captain or something from a combat trick, so I decided to use the Banisher Priest to get rid of the Tusker, as though Boon Satyr has a lower toughness. I suppose I'm not sure it really mattered which one I picked, but I figured if we, since the Boon Satyr has a lower toughness, then it's only going to have 4 toughness if he bestows onto it. It's fine. This slows out the combat trick because he can't use Nykthos if I take away the Tusker, so he has to use this, do the combat trick in his main phase. So he makes an 8-4. I could have attacked there, but it doesn't seem like a lot of point. I'm probably going to be able to win next turn with Brave the Elements, unless he's got something up his sleeve. So I draw another Brave, which is really good, but just going to use this one. Pro green, everybody gets in, and finishes it off nicely. So another times 5 win, and a nice quick one. So yeah, I'm quite surprised that we did this well against the deck, the green-red deck. It seems like a bad matchup just generally, due to the fact that they've got such big creatures. Brave the Elements, definitely a great card in this matchup. I also quite like Pacifism out of the sideboard. That seems like a decent card, just because they're dropping really big creatures. It isn't going to help against you know, Polychronos' monstrous ability, but it does mean you can get through with some of their bigger creatures, and their smaller creatures are less of a worry generally. So yeah, it's worked out pretty well. Probably going to be a difficult matchup in general, but definitely winnable, and try and get your Brave the Elements and swarm the board. Seems like the best way to win this one, I think.